Hey guys. Hey guys, this is ShareBear69. Sorry about the crappiness, I guess, in the background. My video doesn't look very good. But regardless, I wasn't sure if I had done a tutorial for City Skylines 2. So I'm gonna do one. All my save games. I'm gonna do one. You have the easy mode and you have normal mode. So the normal mode is really hard to do. You will only have $1,000,000, and I'm actually gonna start on the normal, and it's gonna be a challenge, but we'll see if we can survive. The first things, as you can see on my map, there are additional maps that I have from packs and expansions. And I'm actually going to I want a lot of resources, but there's certain maps that are more challenging than others. Let's see, I'm looking for waterways and sources and stuff, yeah. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start with Driftwood Beach, I suppose. Cities, oh, it's in bridges and ports. If you don't have bridges and ports, you know what, I'm gonna do a map that everyone has. And harder maps makes it harder. Okay, we're gonna do River Delta. Okay, so we're gonna select a map. Of course, you can see the theme is European. The temperature, it gets kind of cold here, and it has plenty of outside connections. And let's just start. So I'm gonna pick a name. You know what? I'm gonna name it Pika. Pika, Pika. Pika. Okay. European, yes. Normal, yes. Now, in City Skylines 2, they definitely get you for tile fees. Meaning, if you want to expand, you're going to have to pay more money to have a bigger city. So, unlike City Skylines 1, City Skylines 2, you really need to be mindful of all of this. Now, because we're on normal setting, we only have $1,000,000. It looks like a lot, but it really is not. We're going to look at our map first, look at where our resources are. The great news is that we don't have to start right away. I don't have to right away connect roads like I do in City Skylines 1. So I'm just going to leave that be for now. So we want to see our main resources, right? We've got water, we've got power, and it's really important to get those up and going. Let's start with water first. We need to figure out which way our water is going. So as you can see, the arrows are going down. We want our water pumping station up, and then of course our sewage outlet down. And with this game too, you need to also make sure the pipes are connected and that everything works pretty well. Okay, so that's my first view. So I see where my water is. Next, I'm gonna go for power. I'm gonna see if I have any wind power here. And how I do that, looks like we don't really have very good wind power. And I just select a windmill, and you just kind of place it wherever. Okay. But also, it's mindful to see where the wind is going. So, as far as noise and air pollution, I don't want my city to get polluted from that. And so, I'm going to probably try to build. So, this is a lot of noise with the highway right here. And I'm going to try to hopefully keep my towns like back here and then focus up here for my industrial. Next, we're going to look for water. And of course, so we could know where our power is. So, because of the way it's built here, we do not have resources, wind resources. So, we're going to have to get a small coal power plant, power plant. Okay. I am then going to just do the water pumping station up here. Oh, and another thing too, you want to be mindful of where your underground water deposits are. And to do that, you can look at groundwater pumping stations. The really dark blues are areas with pumping station or underground water. Now, if you select the ground pumping station here, see, it says groundwater reservoir usage 70%. Okay. And then 80%. Okay. It's a little bit more, but I am mindful I have water deposits here. Um, mm, okay. I'm going to actually do my sewage outlet. Just make sure. Okay. I know it looks weird, but you have to be picky when it comes to stuff like this. So I am going to be very picky. And when I'm doing the deposit here, I'm going to do it here. And it's going to be road required. And that's okay. 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 Make sure your game's paused, y'all. Paused. Okay. Okay, my goodness. And I already did a mistake. That's my water and pumping station. I was supposed to do my reservoir down there, but it's okay. It requires a road, but that's fine. Now we're going to do our sewage outlet. So all I just got to do though, guys, is just make sure that it's down the road from it. So, okay. Connect. All right. Now we need a road. Um, I'm going to do the little, okay. I'm going to do this here because it's, again, it's all in the practice. We don't have that much money, and here I am making it really hard. There we go. Okay. And with the way this is, we're going to make it, going to do this, and then I am going to make sure, um, Now these are roads, whatever. Let's see. Okay, so you see this area right here. Okay. And we just want to make sure connected. Okay, now it's time for the power. Okay, so we've got this going down here. Power station is all the way over here. The good news is the power runs through, the power will run through the roads. So, and unfortunate for us, I think I already said, is that we don't have, hey, what is that? Is that a road outside connection? Okay, there's always, I love that. There's always outside connection road somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna do it here then. Yeah. Okay, so first thing is we're gonna start building for residential. We're getting there. I need to have one area so I know where I'm gonna do all my hookups, water, and everything. So I am going to actually okay. This is gonna look real weird, but I'm gonna connect this road with that, okay? And let's see here. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So this is gonna look weird, but this is my first how to get in, different ways to get into the city, different ways to get out of the city. Now, I'm going to now delete all of this area here, okay? Just kind of stop that. There we go. Okay. looks weird, I guess. But that's okay. Okay, now it's time to connect everything. Okay. So we are going to connect this. I don't think there's anything. Okay. I'm gonna do page down. So if you could hit page down, it allows you to see it underground. Oops. Okay. Didn't mean to make it too down, too big. Page down. Okay. Page up. Page up. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. Everything's connected. Okay. My water's connected, but my water lines and everything should be connected with everything. So I'm gonna do that. Make sure everything's connected. And the biggest thing now we're missing is the power. No matter where I look, the plan's too slow. So let's go to the next piece now. Okay, where's okay. So that's one way. Okay. And I'm gonna put this right here. Okay. Next thing, we want to make sure I have plenty. I do, of course, you can always upgrade, but I do a mix of roads. Especially when I start out, and then I just replace my roads, and even usually my intersection, depending on what my goals are. Okay. So we've got power, check. We've got a way into the city, check. Do we have a way out of our city? It doesn't seem like it, but it's okay. Some people make it measure everything so precise. I'm not gonna do that, of course. Okay. But I am gonna give at least one way to get out of this city. Here we go. And I guess I'll do this too. There we go. Okay. Okay, and change all of this. I know I am, but it's just to show you the basics. So once we've got this, we got to make sure our power, and then let's see. Okay, we got to do our power line, okay? And we connect our power line to the main power source. Okay, all right, and everything is paused, okay? Okay. Okay, let's see. Do we have power to everything? That's the first thing. Okay. We want power to be going. Let's see. Hmm. Looks like I have power going. I'm gonna pause. Okay. It's going. Okay, so I'm gonna do a so you can have transform system for high voltage to low voltage for buildings. From the outside allows you importing and export electricity. So, and yeah. So I'm probably gonna do another one. It helps too from keeping an overabundance of electricity too. To just have that. But yeah, so let's go back slow. That's a good thing to have with your power lines, by the way. So it looks like we have electricity, and how you can tell that is not only your little info, but if you see under, you can also see the areas that do need electricity going to them. Okay. Okay, just fine here. We just want to make sure our main sources has it. So now let's look at our water. Okay. So it looks like our sewage is connected. You can see the blue lines. It's connected through everything, okay? That's the next thing. We want to make sure all of that is connected, right? Right. Okay. Now this area is not connected yet, okay? But it's all right. Okay, water. Let's see here. Hmm. I think I'm gonna do an underground pumping station too. I don't know why. It's just where we start. There's just I think it's gonna help a lot with water. So I'm gonna do that one here. Okay. There we go. And we should be good now on water. So water, power. Okay. Now we can go back and so and we're just gonna do okay. Oopsies. Oh, you see how hard it is sometimes. Okay. So, guys, this is where I'm actually going to leave you. So, the goal was to get our power on and our water on. And just by doing that, you automatically open things. Make sure your game is always on pause. Have a layout for future plans on where you want things. Of course, my layout is just kind of sloppy. So, I might probably clean it up a little bit, but the resources, the power and water, your first and important thing. If you're not producing enough water, look for the deposit areas. And I'm going to also use it because it helps bring in income. If you are also in the water trade, if you have additional water, you can sell more. So I have my water pumping station here, and I have my little everything here. But yeah, this is what it's gonna be like. And I hope you guys have a good day. All right, this is Share Bear 69 signing out, and I hope you guys have fun playing some City Skylines too.